Hello Sagittarius, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you've been here before. I appreciate you so much and thank you for taking the time out to check out this video. Saggy, this reading is going to be your weekend read, so it'll be from January 13th, 14th, 15th, might even bleed into Monday, time being fluid as always. It will be general, meaning that only take what resonates with you. I'm not making it specific about career or love. If spirit guides me to that, then that is what I will be sharing. And what else? I just hope you're doing really well and that this week is going smoothly. You're getting into the groove of 2023, not tolerating kind of bullshit, keeping your positive focus going on at all times, and remembering to focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Okay, Sag, let's get into your reading. And if you do find these readings helpful and you appreciate the way that I channel and would like a personal reading, all that information is down below. So let's get into it. I feel the need to shuffle. Interestingly, I did off camera as usual. Where I split, we got TikTok and then we got Never Ending Story. So it might have an influence on your reading. I always like to kind of pay attention to what is happening when I split the deck or what's on the bottom, because usually it's Spirit's way of coming through to add to what message or what guidance they're offering you. Now we have Come to the Edge and Never Ending Story. So kind of feeling like there's something that is needing to close out and a new beginning to start, but we'll see. When I was shuffling off camera with my tarot decks, I kept seeing the Seven of Swords, which, we all know that's not my favorite card. So I'm not sure. We'll see if that shows up. And also the Five of Pentacles showed up twice. So that might also have some kind of play in here on your reading. But anyway, Sag, I do feel the deck is now ready. I feel we are ready to go. Okay, Spirit, let's begin for Sagittarius for the weekend. What's going on for Sag for the weekend of January 3rd through the 15th? Almost halfway through this first month of the year. Please show me clearly what message you have for Sagittarius for those that this reading is meant for. Thank you so much, Spirit, for Sagittarius. Almost felt like a jumper was coming, but it didn't. Okay. Thank you so much, beautiful Spirit. Please guide me in these messages for Sagittarius, for those that this message is meant for. Please show me clearly. Deck is super quiet. Okay, this one. To Be Fair has come up. Okay, To Be Fair is basically, if you think the Justice card, that would be Libra. This card always reminds me of it. The energy is very similar. This is about things getting balanced, something coming into alignment for you, Sag. There is like the scales here, but they're not scales, but they're kind of scales. I'm not making sense, am I? But on one we have a fortune cookie, and on the other one we have an egg. So it's quite interesting because it feels like this is a blessing that's coming towards you. It could even be something that you haven't been aware of with the fortune cookie, you never know what's inside the fortune cookie until you crack it open and read the little message, right? So that's what I'm kind of feeling here, that there's something balancing out and you may not even be aware of it at this moment. Beautiful energy. There's an owl on it that's indicating that there's this deep wisdom inside of you that even if physically, mentally, you're not aware of what's coming in, because eggs represent fertility and abundance to me. It represents new things, a new life, a new path you're taking. You may not feel it, like I said, mentally, but I feel like Spirit is coming through to say there is a little niggle somewhere inside your intuition, that self-guiding system you have that almost like your subconscious knows this. This could be referencing dreams you might be having. So if you are having dreams and they seem poignant and that in the morning you remember them, write them down. Write it down because there's something about fortune here. All right, now it is number 38. So that's 11. So that's a 2, right? 2s typically are about choices. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm going to put them up here this time. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, as you know, is the bottom of, that's a foundation of your reading. We have Breathe. I know, Saggy, you've had this before. Breathe. This is about keeping yourself centered, not allowing yourself to get overworked mentally. Also trying to keep yourself really grounded in whatever's going on around you, that things are going to pass. no matter what is happening. Because now they're giving me this energy of something that could feel, it doesn't feel very pleasant is what I'm feeling with breathe. So the reminder to keep breathing, keep focusing, meditating if you're into that, taking the walks, getting in touch with nature, anything that will keep you in the now moment while this is all happening. I don't know what's going on. We'll see once we get into the tarot, but they're letting you know that things are going to balance out for you. It will be fair eventually, whatever this is, Sag. Okay. And then, I don't always continue to look, but they are asking me to look at the next card, which is not for you. Number 6. And there we have that bloody fortune cookie showing up. So we have 2 cards with fortune cookies. Maybe you just had Chinese food. Maybe you just had a fortune cookie, for example. And if you did, what was the message? It could be important here because they're giving you 2 fortune cookies. Otherwise, this is a message of not for you. So if this is involving another person or a situation, could be career, could be in many things because we're all in different timelines here, but it's saying not for you. So if you're in a situation here where you feel, perhaps let's use love. Let's say you've been in kind of a relationship, a romantic relationship, and it hasn't worked out, and you may be feeling really stressed out. That 5 of Pentacles that they were giving when I was shuffling off camera. You might be feeling like someone's abandoned you or it hasn't worked out. Spirit's way of coming through to say it wasn't for you. I know that's not always easy to hear. It's not always easy to accept. But at the end of it all, Sag, you want to be in alignment with what is meant for you, not with what is not for you. Okay, I feel like that is where I'm going to leave it right now. Let's get into the tarot and see where Spirit is taking us and what this is about. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. Telling you, like, what is this energy around you, Sag? Okay, I'm just gonna put that. Okay, Spirit, let's just get the cards out first. 7 of Swords is that theft, someone taking, sneakiness, someone doing something behind your back. It is ill intentions. They don't have your best intentions in their mind. They actually are sabotaging. So let's see if this comes out. I am getting that feeling. I got to tell you, I am getting that feeling, and I've been getting that a lot for you guys. So I just feel, Saggies, you still got a lot of people or something around you that keeps trying to get you off course. All right, Spirit, let's show me clearly for Sagittarius for this weekend. What is going on here? Beautiful Sagittarius. Yeah, the Tower. Wow. Okay. The Tower, the 3 of Pentacles. Sag, right now, the Tower showing up is like something is crumbled. It either has crumbled or it is about to crumble. I'm not going to say any more until we get all the cards. But the 3 of Pentacles is saying that there's something better. There is something that is going to be much more suited for you, whether this be career or in love. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. I almost feel like that dropped off out without Spirit's guidance. So I'm going to set it to the side because do you want this card? Yeah, okay. They want me to leave it there. Okay, so let's continue. What else do you have for Sag? Please show me clearly for the weekend of January 13th to the 15th. Tower is a major arcana, Saggy. So that does say, what? Did you see what just flipped out? 5 of Pentacles, right? Like I said, I seen that twice when I was shuffling off camera. Okay. Oh, and then we got the freaking Devil again. Okay. This is not going to be for everyone. Look, I feel like someone has walked away from you. Someone has left you. They've abandoned you. Whether that be actually just physically walking away, leaving you, and just leaving you in this lack energy. I have to say that there is also a side message coming through, Sag, that you might have lost someone. Someone that you cared about might have transitioned. Because I am kind of getting that feeling with the 5 of Pentacles a bit and with this Breathe card. So let's continue. But the Devil is on the bottom, which is that energy that shows up almost all the time in your readings. The Devil. Come with me, Sag. I will take care of you, Sag. I will love you. I will protect you. It's all bullshit, but they're very convincing. This is a very good manipulator kind of energy that seems to be around you. I don't understand why he keeps coming out, but it is something that you're feeling stuck in. It's an energy of feeling stuck. It is an energy of feeling like you do not have power over your life. That there is something toxic, heavy, that just keeps you in this paralyzed energy of not being able to move on, not being able to break away, break free here. Okay, let's continue, Spirit. What else? Okay, wow, 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. This way, thank you. Okay, then we have Justice on the bottom. So this is all aligning. I know Spirit has a serious message coming through here with how this is all feeling. We have Justice on the bottom, followed by the Page of Swords and the Empress and the 8 of Cups. Okay, let's get into this, Saggy. Wow. I actually am going to change this. I feel like I need to have the cards in front of me. So, okay. Thank you for the guidance, Spirit. All right, Sag. I'm going to go right back into the Wisdom Oracle because in the center here, we do have Breathe. So whatever you're going through right now, I am sending you virtual big hugs. I'm sending you healing vibes. I'm sending you strength, vibrations, as well as reminding you of your strength, because this is not going to be for everyone for sure. But there is a feeling that you have somehow been abandoned. You've been left. It may not even be physical. It could be even emotional. Pentacles is more the material world, right? It's more the money, the things you can touch, the home, the car, that kind of energy. But it also is, for me, self-worth, self-confidence, how we feel about ourselves. So the fact that the 5 of Pentacles I've now seen 3 times and it is in the spread, I do feel that there has been an ending in some way, but not completely. It's like someone has done something to you that has been very unfair. I feel like that 7 of Swords and the Devil card is really important in this reading. It is not meant for you. This person, this situation is not meant for you, but yet there's some feeling that you still feel tied to. So if this was like a job, for example, take the energy and apply it to your situation if this is your reading, if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. It just might not be your reading. But I'm going to use this as an example. Let's say you're at a job, you're working 9 to 5, you're working your butt off, you're giving a lot to it. But you never get raises, you never get praise, there's never that feeling of appreciation. You're worn out. You're feeling like, my goodness, when is things ever going to work for me? Spirit is coming through to say it is not you, it's the situation that is not for you. And the reason why the Devil shows up in that situation is because, look, you got to pay your bills, right? So you stay in that job, not because it brings you satisfaction, not because it makes you feel in alignment. It's because you have to pay the bills. You have things that you got to take care of. We live in a material world. Don't think that there's really anywhere we can live here without having to have some kind of financial income, right? So it's interesting. Now, my throat has not been coughing. I have not been coughing at all today. And as soon as I start doing your reading, this tickle starts happening in my throat. Like in my throat chakra. And yes, I have been fighting off this little bit of cold. Could be my allergies, whatever. I'm healthy. But every time I do your readings lately, I don't understand what this is. And I still have not been able to receive it from Spirit, what this is, other than maybe there's things you're not saying, that you're keeping under your breath. So, okay, I'm bouncing around. I hope you stick with me here because it's a lot of energy. But what I'm getting here is that however this applies, whether it's a lover that has left you or has betrayed you, you may be feeling stuck. You might even still be in the relationship, but you haven't been able to break away. Spirit is letting you know that it is all going to come back into alignment for you, and that no matter how it could hurt, how disappointing it may feel, this situation, this person is not for you. There's something much better for you. Even the fortune cookie here is reminding me of good fortune, right? So keep that in mind if this is what you're going through. I mean, even the fact that there's a chessboard on this, chess is a pretty strategic game to play, right? So there's something here about you needing to be strategic as well moving forward over this weekend. And again, this might be something that you're already going through. This could be something that continues to go through for the next week or so, right? But just for all intents purposes, I'm saying it's for this weekend. That was my intention. Now, we have the Tower. So the Tower showing up is number 16 that reduces down to number 7, and I feel like that is why 7 of Pentacles Spirit wanted me to keep it out. I'm not sure if I actually dropped it or if it was meant to come out, but Spirit said keep it out, so that's why I've kept it out. There is something coming into your life in some area where there will be a shakeup. The Tower represents something that is not solid, needing to crumble so that actually a solid foundation can begin and you can build up on it that will be very sturdy and rewarding, and there's no false pretenses with it. So the Tower always comes in when it is a necessity that has to happen. We have the butterflies on this card, beautiful butterflies that are speaking of freedom, of breaking away, of being able to, even some of you, get away, move away, distance yourself here, right? There's a lightning bolt coming, so there's a lot of electricity happening here. Could be indicating that whatever you're going through right now, it's not only feeling toxic, it's feeling, it just feels really charged. It feels charged, that's how I want to say it. So you may be sitting in this position right now where you're feeling a little lost and you're feeling like, how am I going to get moving out of this situation? How come I'm alone? How come I feel like the world is all on my shoulders? No one's around, right? Hold on, Sag. They're saying, remember to breathe. Do whatever you can do to help keep you in the now. So important as you're going through this. Things are going to be righted. Justice is coming in here to correct what is out of alignment, but that's not always the most comfortable thing to go through, you know, especially when you're in the middle of the shit. Oh, it's so hard to see anything further than where you already are at that moment, right? But they're reminding you, Sag, you are this. This is the 9 of Wands. You are that wounded warrior, but you're still standing. You're still standing, you're still breathing, you're still here. You still have control, you have power over your life. You may not feel it at this moment, Saggy, but trust me, you still have it. You're just going to have to dig deep. Dig deep to hold on, because you're going to come to this place where you're going to realize that everything that has happened, whether that be that person that has betrayed you and that you know is not for you, that you've had to go through the pain, you've had to go through feeling restricted, however this applies, you're going to come to this point where you are going to be able to walk away once and for all, because we have the 10 of Swords showing up, which is, you know, walking away, all done, it's over. 10, it's done. 10 swords in the back, typically in the traditional tarot. So you will be heading this way. And even on this card, I love this deck so much because it doesn't have that scary, icky feeling, or that painful, so much painful. There's a freedom in this walking away. Even the ravens above are escorting her above her. They're not picking at her. They are actually supporting her moving forward and leaving everything behind so that this person, meaning you, can move in a new direction that is going to be even lighter. Because even if you look, the sky is much lighter here than even the ground. So that's a beautiful indication that the direction you're going to be going in is going to feel lighter. It is going to feel so much better, Sag. But at this moment, I feel like you are probably, you're going through a lot. You're going through a lot, and I understand it is not easy, but Spirit is reminding you that, look, things are going to balance out. Allow the tower to fall, however that works for you. I sense for some of you, this is someone that has walked away even emotionally, but they still might physically be in your life. And it might not be romantic. This could even be about family, right? But there is a feeling of neglect. There's a feeling of just, God, I don't like that. I don't like it because it just feels like I just want to put my arms around you and say, it's going to be all right, Sag. You're not alone. There is support. You're going to get through this. And let me remind you of how strong you are. Let's think about all the things in your life thus far that you've had to go through that were not easy, that were downright difficult at times, and you made it through to the other side. So this is that reminder to, even though it might be rough as hell right now, know that you're going to get on the right path for you. You're going to meet the right people that are meant for you. 7 of Pentacles, that card, this is about taking stock. looking at what you've put into a situation, a career, a love relationship, a family situation, however this is for you, if it's resonating, taking a serious, hard look at the facts. This isn't about how you're feeling. It's not about like my heart is broken and focusing on that. This is actually looking at the solid facts. Is what you've put into a situation, have you gotten the return? Are you happy with the harvest from it? And I feel like you're not. There's no way, because not for you and the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. You know deep inside that you are worth so much more than what you have been receiving. It's not for you. So there's going to have to be a transition where you're going to have to get to a place where you really truly accept that and understand that and move forward. Because when you're able to do that, you do get the Justice card, as I said. So look, we've got to be fair and we've got Justice. Now, this is what I opened up with, saying to be fair, reminding me of the Justice card, and then you actually get it on the bottom of the deck. So this is a pretty powerful major arcana energy that is coming towards you. You see how it's all meant to be. It may not feel like it. It probably does not feel like it, Sag, because this is a hard situation. But it honestly is, if you are able to look, keep going, keep your determination, but in a few years, maybe even a few months, you're going to look back and go, wow, I went through all of that hell and I didn't even think I was going to make it. And it hurt so bad. But now I'm over here and I see, oh, I'm so glad that I let that go. I'm so glad that I accepted that it wasn't for me, that it was keeping me stuck. It was keeping me out of alignment with who I truly am and what I'm truly meant to be doing here on this planet. It's all that manifestation thing. But sometimes when we're doing even the law of attraction, I mean, let's put it this way. Law of attraction simply means what you focus on will become something. So what you think about, a thought becomes a thing. It can go either way. It can either be you're thinking really, really wonderful thoughts and therefore you're attracting that energy towards you. You're attracting people that are vibrating the same level as you, and it's a really lovely thing. But then sometimes, and hey, I've been there, still go through it on, a weekly basis, still learning. We're all learning here. I mean, there's so much to learn. But it's also, we can get stuck in that energy of it's not really meant for us and it doesn't really feel great, but for some reason it may be comfortable, it may be secure, it may feel familiar to us. What's that saying? Better the devil you know than the one you don't, right? And we did have the devil. But once you actually break through and you're able to, I'm saying like when you're focusing on kind of like the negative stuff, the lower vibration, we do attract more. And if we are in a situation in life where things are just feeling tough and hard, and we end up continuing to focus kind of on that, and sometimes it's almost impossible not to when you're getting hit with things left, right, and center, we then attract people of that vibration. And I feel like this is kind of a little bit of what has happened here. We all do it. We all do it. And so I feel like if this is about a person, which I do think it is for most Saggies here, this is all about to change. I feel a cycle is closing, a new one will be opening, and you're going to understand that very, very soon. You're really going to see it clearly. Not only is justice about, the scales getting balanced and things getting into alignment and the truth being seen, spoken, and understood, it also is connected to like karma, right? So this all gets shifted and it's a pretty big deal. Justice is number 11 as well. Keep your eyes out for 1111 or, 3 ones or 3 fours. Big turning page kind of energy. It is also the Magician number 1, right? So you have the power. You have the ability. It is really mind over matter here in this situation, however this is applying. I do feel you will be receiving news. Page of Swords. Pages typically are about messages, but especially the Swords, because this is communication. It's air, right? So it's about how we're talking and, emailing and texting and all of that kind of stuff. It's more of the actual way we communicate verbally. So I do feel maybe you're going to be receiving some news here that is going to maybe shake up something but is also going to bring you to a freedom moment. Even underneath the page, we have the Empress, right? And wow, this is a gorgeous energy. Now you have 3 major arcana showing up, so this is kind of a big deal. The Empress is Taurus's card. This is Spirit's way of coming through saying, look, all is not lost here. Whatever you've gone through, the shakeup's happening so that you can move to firmer ground, so that you can move to a direction that is going to be better suited for you, beautiful Sag. And in that way, the Empress showing up, it's like there is so much more beauty, abundance, love, alignment with others and with this world coming towards you that wants to offer itself to you. Make room for it here. Like, make room for it. Her belly is the world. That is a cycle closing out, a new beginning about to begin for you, if you allow it to come in. And again, and then we have the 8 of Cups. So you've got the 2 cards about walking away. 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups. I guess the other one would be 10 of Wands. But 8 of Cups is like you're understanding it. You're coming to this beautiful clarity that actually makes the sun rise again for you. She's walking towards the sun. 8 of Cups, that's our water energy, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's saying that you are coming to this beautiful awareness within yourself that you don't need that anymore. You don't even want it anymore. You have gotten out of it what was necessary, and now you need to move into onto a different path that is awaiting for you. I like this. And look, I didn't see, even the 3 of Wands is next. There's that movement. Okay, I maybe don't know exactly where I'm going to go, but that's kind of exciting too. If you can kind of look at not knowing all the answers, that's exciting. That's more of an adventure, even if it is in your day-to-day life. I'm getting this energy from Spirit of like, don't get comfortable being comfortable is what I'm hearing. Okay, so don't be how is it? Say it again. Don't get comfortable being comfortable. Okay, thank you. That there's a new way you can start approaching your days, your life, if you so want to. And that is of I say this often, not focusing so much on the contrast, but at least if you're focusing on the contrast, that is teaching you what you don't want. It's actually a beautiful gift that we all have. When we go through hell, that is telling us, we know, I don't want to be here anymore. And when we know that I don't want to be in hell anymore, I don't want to be going through the shit anymore, when we know what we don't want, we then automatically know what we want. There's really only 2 choices, what we want and what we don't want, right? I mean, we can get it very complicated and all of that in between, but really that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. What do you want and what don't you want? And then turning it around so that when you're focusing on what you want, get excited about it. You may not know what's right around the corner. You might not know who's going to show up in your life that could sweep you off your feet. That could be one of the best relationships you've ever had. You may not know that this choice to maybe look for a different position or start your own career or do a side hustle. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. But if you can look at it as exciting, like this is going to be fun, and I can do it. And what I'm focusing on is going to become something that changes our perspective in the most beautiful way, right? And sure, we need reminders. It takes practice, just like anything. But it really then starts to shift everything. And I feel like that is the message here. Life is shifting for you. It's working for you. It's not working against you, even if you're in this horrible place right now. All right. Okay, that was a pretty big ramble. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's go into my fountain deck, see if there's anything else that wants to come out. All right. Beautiful energy here. Look we've got the 4 of Swords on the bottom. Again, that energy of healing, of resting, taking time out, being able to see clearly, allowing yourself the time and the energy to just do that, to get clear with you. We can lie to a lot of people. We can even lie to ourselves, but really at the end, when you really think about it, do we ever really fool ourselves? Not really. Not really. There's always that niggle that will come around and remind us of what we don't want in our life and why are we tolerating it. Okay, Spirit, show me what else you have for Sagittarius for this weekend. You're worth so much, Sag, and I will remind you every time I do a reading because it's so important that you really believe it. 3 of Coins, second time we've had the 3 of Coins. This is letting me know and letting you know 3 of Coins is about coming together, but with like-minded people. If this was about work, this is about you collaborating with a couple other people, but it's going to be working very together. I mean, threes are powerful, right? So 3 of Pentacles showing up. I just feel like this is saying, let go of whatever is not meant for you. You don't need to put any more effort into fighting for it, because there's something so much better out there for you. And I feel the 3 of Coins is saying that. Focus on what is going to actually, I'm going to show you this card, what actually is joined together. If you see, there's 3 circles here, and they're all joined. They're interlinked. It's almost like a circle triangle, you know? That's what they're guiding you to, that everything should be in sync. This could even be representing, you know, your heart, your mind, and your soul, right? Coming together, allowing yourself to want all 3 parts of you to come into alignment. Bottom of the deck, yeah, see, there's that death. Wow, death, Scorpio. So you got another major arcana. So this is Scorpio's death, rebirth. Something has to die out here. I feel like for a lot of you, this is some type of relationship. Could be business, for sure. So take it as it may resonate. But the death card showing up, it's like this is ending now. This is ending. And look at, we even have the lovers after that, Gemini's card. A relationship ending, a romantic relationship ending. Something that has not been in alignment because there is something so much better that's going to feel better. And isn't that what we want in this life? We don't want to live with strife and arguing and people that don't line up with us, right? We want, because that's just stressful and it's exhausting and it's strenuous. I used to say this a long time ago. My kids were very little. My kids are adults now. A long time ago, it took me a while. I went through struggles, so I'm sharing something personal with you. I went through struggles, and I ended up, I was a mom with 2 little kids, and I was like, I felt terrified. And then I started to really kind of get into my power and started to take my power back and started to enjoy time with myself, which I think is a very beautiful thing, to have some time with yourself. Because we do have a relationship with ourselves, and a lot of times we neglect that. That is an important relationship, right? Hard to have a relationship with anyone else when you don't know who you are or what you stand for, you know, if you can't enjoy your own company. But I used to always say, like, I got to a place where I said, I would rather be at home alone, feeling good and doing what I want to do, watching what I want, eating what I want, you know, however it would play out. Because at times I did that. I wore the most sloppiest clothes, sat on a couch, had my kids to bed, ate some chips or something, and watched some junk show because it felt nice to have that control back, right, in my life. So I got to this point where it was like, man, I would rather be alone every single Friday night, but enjoy my energy and my space than be with someone who just made me feel lonely all the time. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting. That's why I shared that with you, because that's the energy I'm kind of getting here. However that may apply if this is your reading. It's okay to be on your own. It's okay to embrace yourself. Trust me that when you release what is not working for you, and you're able to stand up and say, hey, I can make a different choice here. You start taking care of yourself, well, and then things just start to line up. Things start to line up. If it's about romance, then you've already healed yourself. You've done the work with yourself. You are attracting a partner that is going to be high vibrational just like you. You're not going to be attracting someone that is going to put you through the shit and put you through the mud because you're too high vibrating for that. So there's some important message that Spirit had for me to give to you, whoever is needing that, Sag. And it's important, so please take that how it may resonate, but it just feels really important. Know that things that are meant for you, people that are meant for you, you also have to do the work so that you don't keep attracting the same individuals or the same situations. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow, okay, that was a big channeling message. All right, let's go one more time. Is there anything else you have for Sagittarius for this weekend? Anything else you'd like them to know? Okay, that's way too many. There's way too many, Spirit. I cannot take all of those. Show me clearly. Is there anything else? You know, in this life, if we can start to turn it around and really look at how exciting it can be, how many blessings and abundance and love you can attract to yourself, and you get excited with that stuff each and every single day, that is, I feel like, almost the secret to this world, to this journey. Anything else, Spirit? I don't feel like anything wants to come out. I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. Show me. Okay, we got 2. 4 of coins is showing up on the bottom. Okay. So there is that feeling that you have been shut out. I don't know who has done this to you. I don't know what your situation is. But 4 of Pentacles is, especially in my fountain deck. Wow, you got the fountain after. So that is very divinely guided. But look at how cold this is. It's cold. It's snowy. It's like a little shack. There's like 4 pentacles stacked above each other. This feels alone. It feels cold. It feels really just dreary. I feel like this is representing where you may be. Again, I said this may not be for everyone, right? And I have to talk about this because you get the fountain after that. And this is the most magical card in this deck. This is Spirit's way coming through. Whatever you believe in, Sag. God, Source, whatever it is. Angels, guides, the divine. They are with you through this process. This is the highest energy that exists in this deck. It's about healing. It's about guidance. It's the reminder that you are not alone. It's like Source coming through at this moment to say, hey, I see you. I hear you. I know what you're going through. Hang on. There's something better right around the corner. Please don't give up. Don't give up in yourself. Don't give up on your purpose of why you're here. So it's a powerful, beautiful card and a message that's coming through. Now, the 2 cards that came out, 7 of Cups. So you got the 7 of Pentacles, now you got the 7 of Cups. The Tower reduces down to 7. And the Empress. So, Empress twice. 7 of Cups. You may be feeling very confused in your mind. 7 of Cups typically is a lot of offers, a lot of opportunities. But I feel, especially in my fountain deck here, look at how all the cups are around her head. I feel like this is about confusion for you. You're not sure which way to go. It's like you can't see clearly. Right now, your emotions are probably running very, very high for whoever's going through this. And it's very hard to find your way out. They want you to focus on what you truly want in your life. That will clear your mind. That will clear your emotions. Focus on what it is you want in your life. Make a list, Sag. If you can just sit down and say, what don't you like right now in your life? And then put on the other side what you love about your life. And then put on a whole fresh page what you want to come into your life. And see that clearly. And then rip off the part that you don't like. Burn it, rip it up, whatever you want to do. And start focusing on what you're attracting and what you want in your life. They want you to have it. That's what this abundance card is about, this Empress. You've had it twice now. So in order for you to get the clarity of what you're seeking and what you're needing to know what way to go here, you really have got to focus on, not what is happening right now, but really focusing on where you want to go and what you want in your life. And again, it's about that looking at the facts, the true facts. I can't remember where I was talking about that in this reading because I've got a lot of energy coming through me. But it is about looking at the facts and making no excuses. So if you're in a shit relationship where your partner treats you like shit, maybe cheats on you, maybe steals, is stingy, has a lot of control, doesn't listen to you, doesn't make time for you, doesn't nurture you, male or female, right? Does not matter. Non-gender specific reading. Those are the facts, right? Write the facts down so that you can see it clearly. I find that is a very therapeutic way of helping you find your way out of a dark hole. And the reminder is here, Sag, the Tower's coming in anyways. So it's when the Tower shows up, I say it's either you're going to make the Tower happen, right? Or Spirit, the universe, they're coming through to make the Tower happen because it is a necessity that has to happen so that your life can be free, so that you can start to enjoy what you really want to. This life is not supposed to be all about struggle and strife. It really is not. I don't believe that. I won't believe that. So we keep fighting every day. We keep fighting for what we want, and we do not give up, right? Because you're worth it. And this life is worth it. So, wow. Whew, okay, Sag, I am going to take a breath, and then we're going to close this out with Treasures from Tikashi. I've got goosebumps. I'm feeling pretty energetically charged. So I hope this is helping you if this is your situation. All right, Spirit, thank you so much. Please show me clearly. Treasures from Tikashi. What final messages do you have for Sagi for this weekend? This is a pretty big read. Okay, look at this. On the bottom of the deck, we have self. That is what this... I think I'm just going to title this Self. And hopefully everyone will tune in. The self remains true. The self remains pure. Your ego may be trying to take you away from the knowing of your whole self. Do not be troubled and do not be misled. Your self is totally unlimited and is guided by your heart and your soul. All you need to do is listen and trust yourself. Sag, Spirit is so beautiful. That is such an amazing message to give to you. I'm not even going to shuffle. I don't feel like I need to. This is the message. And even underneath that, we have value. And this goes hand in hand with the energy of this reading. Appreciate yourself and cherish and respect yourself. Do not undervalue your talents and be prepared to put a value on your efforts. Every experience is to be valued, whether you understand the lesson or not. There may be greater worth in something than you first saw. Okay, I feel like that belongs to you as well. And even the next one, okay, why not, right? Oh my goodness, this is amazing. The next one is joy. Be joyous that you be. Be happy about how things are in your life. Take pleasure in the little things and judge nothing to be too insignificant. Know that the attitude of joy can melt away all difficulties. You may be in for some delightful festivities or a joyous surprise. Beautiful. And Sag, one final one. Look, this is all lined up. I feel intuitively this is what Spirit wants me to read, so we are going to do this. Oh my goodness. I say it and then there's another one. So we got self, which this reading was about. You, yourself, and aligning to yourself and what that means for you. Value, valuing yourself. Joy, allowing the joy into your life and focusing on the joy. Now we have light. And it says, allow more love and light into everything you do. Remember, you are love and light in action. Fear is heavy. Love is light. Do not complain if you are in darkness. Rather, stop and turn on the light. You don't need to take life so seriously, so lighten up a bit. Be joyous and radiant, and your pathway is lit. You can light the way for others with ease and confidence at this time. I feel like that's important, but right now I do feel like this reading is all about you. So take everything that says. Be joyous and radiant, and your pathway is going to be lit. And one final one. Trust. Okay, so you got 5 cards. No fear. Trust yourself, your knowing, your intuition, and your wholeness. Move with certainty. Be sure of yourself. Now may be decision time. It is only fear that could hold you back now. When you know that there is no such thing as a wrong decision, you will trust yourself joyfully. It is time to trust in the process of growth. Let go, Saggy. Allow and flow. You might just enjoy it. All right. The next one's caring, but I think I've kept you here long enough, so take care of yourself is what it's about. It's time to care for you. Sag, that's what I have for you for this weekend. I truly hope that it helps in some way. Beautiful reading. You just feel that this is the beginning of you really coming out of the cocoon and starting to become that butterfly and really working your way to your light and shining brightly and being free to do so. Beautiful. Love the message. All right, Saggy, I'm going to leave it there. I love you so much. Thank you again for all the support. We hit 5,000, you guys. What a freaking beautiful gift, you know? And you are a gift to me. And I hope you enjoy myself as well. I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you Monday, I guess, right? I'm going to do a second half of January reading as well. I want to see what's going on from mid to the end. So I hope you'll come and check that out. But otherwise, have a beautiful weekend. Have a blessed weekend. And know that if it's dark right now, the light is going to be coming on. You're going to find your way. All right, Sag. As always, hugs and kisses. I love you. Take good care of yourself and stay safe.